Hello everyone, Valerie here. I wanted to do a functional plan with me for my following week and setting up the new month. We are starting December in a couple of days, so I need to go ahead and get that set up in my planner. Well, here we are on today. As you can see, I use a lot of sticky notes for things that are reoccurring. And I have this center page finder with some things that are like reminders. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my planning. First, I'm going to focus on today and getting rid of the sticky notes from my daily page, and then we will do the rest of the week and set up the new month.
Alright guys, the first thing I'm going to do is transfer the information from my sticky notes onto my pages. So I have a couple of homeschooling things that I need to do and also a few household things, and then I'm also going to transfer the reoccurring sticky notes onto the following time that they are due. Please excuse my handwriting. I do not have very nice handwriting at all, and honestly I don't even try to write very neatly in my planner. As you can see, it's not really decorative. It's very functional for me. It's how I keep my life in order. It's basically like my brain, because with 6, soon to be 7 kids, I can't remember anything and nothing would get done if it weren't for this planner. Typically the first thing I do in the morning is write out the daily Bible verse at the top of the page, and for that I use the YouVersion Bible app. And I must have forgot to do it the day before, which was Thanksgiving Day. So I'm going to go ahead and add that for Thanksgiving Day and also for today, which is Friday. Speaking of Thanksgiving, I hope you guys had an amazing time with family and friends or people that you care for. Well, you had a great time. Back to the functional versus pretty planning. As you can see, I'm more of a functional planner. However, I do like to go back and add stickers every maybe 2 or so weeks. I typically add stickers that are relevant to the information that's on the page. And if I have a blank space, like a lot of blank space, I might add something that's just for decoration to kind of fill up that space or to just make it look a little nicer. I'm super excited for the new year to start because I finally will get to use my new inserts that I purchased from Franklin Covey. I'm going to continue using a 2-page per day layout, but in the Franklin Covey Compact Blooms design. And since I have like the most hideous handwriting in the entire world, I can at least have some cute planner pages to hopefully offset how ugly my handwriting is. Do you hate your handwriting too? So now I'm going to add my pregnancy status update basically. I'm going to weigh myself tomorrow, which is Saturday, and that's when I go up a week in this pregnancy. So I'll add my weight then, but I will be 27 weeks pregnant, and I'm looking online for what size approximately the baby is in my belly, and I'm going to go ahead and write that down because it's always fun to look back and see approximately how big and long the baby is. made a mistake writing some appointments that I needed to schedule for some of my kids' doctor's checkups, but they actually needed to be done on a Monday because obviously the doctor would be closed on Sunday. I did catch that mistake after recording this video, and I forwarded those tasks and rewrote them on Monday. Do you guys donate blood to get movie tickets? In our area, sometimes they have where you can get 2 movie tickets for donating per person. Well, since I'm pregnant, I can't donate blood. So whenever I get these emails that we can get 2 movie tickets for donating blood, I always have my husband go. I'm going to take some events from my calendar for the following week and input those into the daily pages. I apologize for all the blurring out, guys. I didn't realize while I was filming that I should have just taken off that sticky note that had some private information on it. So until I no longer show it, I have to continue to blur it out because it's something that I don't really want the whole world to see. So please excuse that. For schedules that don't necessarily pertain to me, but I want to keep in mind, I put on the edge of my time area here, like my husband's work schedule, the times that my boys have wrestling practice. I don't necessarily have to be the one out of the house during this time, so that's why I put it off to the side. As I'm flipping back and forth between the pages, you can probably see that I pretty much use up all of the 2 pages every single day. On the right side page, I typically use that for notes, and if I have a lot of blank space, I use it for journaling a lot of the times. Here I'm adding in the Bible readings that I want to do throughout the week, so that way I don't forget. I try to read through the Bible at least once every year. This year's been a little slow, so I'm just gonna tread on through to 2020 instead of just starting completely over. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in my garbage and recycle pickup days for the month of December. I'm thinking for next year, I'm just going to go ahead and put it on all of the assigned garbage and recycle pickup days for the entire year. That way I can get rid of these reoccurring sticky notes and not have to bother with it once a month. I've been reserving that top space for birthdays and holidays, so when I do have a birthday or holiday, I put it there, and then if something else is also happening on that day, I typically will put it on that top line like I did here with the trash pickup. And I know here I didn't put Christmas in that holiday section. Our family actually does not celebrate Christmas anymore. That's just a personal conviction that we have received and have chosen to be obedient to God in that matter. Now that I'm done adding the trash and recycle pickup days for all of December, I'm going to go ahead and put that sticky note into the January section so that I can remember to add it to those days when we get there. I like to keep my reoccurring tasks on these sticky notes because sometimes I'll assign it for myself or someone else on a specific day during the week, but when that day comes, we can't actually do it on that day. So then what I'll do is put it on my daily page finder, and that'll move with us day to day until we are actually able to get it done. And then I'll know to move that sticky note forward a week from the day that it's accomplished. I use this planner for everything, including homeschool. So I'm doing some preliminary planning here by adding what day of our homeschool year we are on. And then a little later, when I'm ready to actually write out the lessons, I will go back and add those in. Some of these larger sticky notes that I move from week to week, I rewrote onto the blank notes paper, and I just added it to my notes section because they take up a lot of space, and honestly, it's just annoying to see them taking up like the whole page every week. Now I'm going to work on filling in my November index. I have found that it's easiest to do this at the end of the month when all the pages are already filled out. This way, if there are any things that happen multiple times, I can just write it once and put the different page numbers together with that note, instead of having to write that same thing over 3 and 4 different times, taking up more lines. This day our dog passed away 1 year ago. Rest in peace to our Samson. I have to give a shout out here today, guys. My son actually scored second place in his weight class while he was at the wrestling tournament. They were actually there while I was doing this Plan With Me video today, and I kept getting calls and text messages constantly from like 3 or 4 different people telling me how well he was doing. He ended up winning 9 out of 13 of his matches and took second place in his weight class. Now I'm going to do some cleaning up of my binder. I'm going to remove this old shopping list. I found these really cute and what feel like good quality notepads from the Dollar Tree. One of them says dream and the other says faith, hope, and love. And even the paper quality inside, they feel thick and they don't bleed through when I write. So I decided to get them both from the Dollar Tree, and at this point I was trying to rewrite my shopping list on one of these notepads to maybe just take this sheet of paper with me into the grocery store or whatever store I'm going to shop at. However, I realized that this doesn't really work for me because when I did go to the grocery store just to pick up a couple of things, I didn't actually have the list with me. Whereas I did have my planner with me because I also use it as a wallet. It has all my cards and everything. And I was stuck not knowing what I needed to get from the store because I didn't have the little notebook. So I ended up putting the shopping list back into my planner. I'm also going to clean out the receipts that I just took out of there and also my coupons, which I keep in order of expiration date. So I'm going to take out any expired coupons, toss those, and put the rest back. Here I'm setting a reminder to track my YouTube and Instagram follower numbers, and I have to say I have gained 530 subscribers on YouTube this year since January. I thank all of you guys so much for subscribing, all of you that have been with me from the beginning. We love you guys so much. We appreciate you, and all of you new people that have been added to our friends here on YouTube as well. We thank you so much for supporting us and being a part of our YouTube family, and I hope that next year we continue to grow. This is the only pen I use in my planner. It's a Pilot Precise V5RT. It has a refillable cartridge, which I just recently purchased 12 of them on Amazon, and I keep 2 in the back of my planner just in case I'm out and about and my ink runs out. I can always just refill the cartridge. Here I'm notating that I'm going to go ahead and fill in my homeschool lesson plans once I'm ready for that, but for now I am completely done with my plan, and thank you guys so much for watching.